What do you think about gay parenting?
Well, as a gay parent, mother, I think it's wonderful for me. I guess gay parenting should be okay for anybody who is mature and responsible enough to be a parent. Um, Parenting in general, I think there are 13-year-old kids having children and bringing them up, and whether they're gay or straight would not be the issue. It would be whether or not they should be having children at all.
Is having same-sex parents affect the children in any way?
I imagine so. Although probably not as much as some people might think. I imagine it has something to do with what part of the world you're living in, or what part of the United States you're living in. But if you have loving parents who are supportive and caring and put you in the right direction, it shouldn't affect them that much, but I'm sure it does have some effect. I mean, you might be different than more of the population.
Why would a gay couple feel the need to have children?
Well, they may or may not. Why would anybody feel the need to have children? It's something that is a personal choice and sometimes a personal need or desire. I think for some people it's very natural to want to have children. It's what they never even plan to not have children. And if you're gay and you kind of always thought you'd have children, and then all of a sudden you realize that you're gay and it makes it harder to have children, sometimes that could be devastating for somebody. And then when you then realize that you could have children, it shouldn't be a barrier.
Wouldn't a boy need a father as a role model?
It would probably be helpful if the father were a strong male role model who had something to offer the child, and hopefully that would be that way. Now, since I'm a lesbian talking about this and I have a son, I try to have male friends, him exposed to as many male friends and family members as possible, and particularly now that he's showing a lot of boyish characteristics, stereotype characteristics, such as wanting to play sports and roughhouse and wrestle. So I think it is important to him. It may not be able to be his direct parent, but he has uncles and he has grandparents, grandfathers, and neighbors, and so we've been trying to have them involved, and that seems to be really helpful. What do you tell your children when they start? What do you tell your children when they start asking questions? I'll tell you when they start asking.
Yeah. Well, what do you plan on telling them?
In our particular situation, we contacted a sperm bank in another state, and it's a totally anonymous donor, and we only know characteristics and things that he had written down, but nothing about him personally. And so we would tell the children that we fell in love and got married and wanted to have children, and they already know that there's an egg and that there's a sperm. They don't know what that is, but it's basically the fertilizer for the for the egg, and we will tell them that we got it from a really wonderful person who donated it, who we don't know, who donated it so that someone else could have children. And that's as far as we've gotten. We'll certainly divulge more information as they are able to tolerate, depending on their ages.
Say something.
Hi! Hi class, here's this run-of-the-mill family. We're actually, one of the things that I was saying earlier is that, gee, I don't know why anybody would want to film us. We're like the most boring suburban, kind of typical, take your garbage out and take care of the sick kids and bring them to school and go to work and clean the house, and we really are a very exciting lifestyle. No, we're just a regular family. I don't know what regular means, but we're not very exciting. Kids are bored with this conversation. The kids are so bored with this conversation they left the couch. They left us. Anyway, we're just normal. We're like everybody else. And we have a wonderful family, and they bring us joy, and I know that we bring them joy. So it's not like we're weirdos. You know what? Actually, the joy that they bring to their grandparents is probably not measurable on any scientific instrument. Their grandparents happen to be all straight. Oh, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. They have 3 sets of grandparents, and 2 sets moved here the minute they were born. And the other set already lived here. The other set already lived here, but moved from across the country. And they bring a lot of joy actually into a lot of people's lives, and we are very blessed. And frankly, we're kind of clueless about why anybody would have any negative feelings or have any issue for debate about why people like us should not have children. It doesn't, or the politicians kind of using us as a scapegoat for family values. We have really, really high morals and pretty strong family values here. So, hope you enjoyed your visit with us.